The method a baby gets love and attention and survives influences becomes the very core of who that individual is when they grow up. And that baby grows up to be an adult. The way they were the family of origin, the first social group, your parents, your siblings, the family you grew up in, what happened makes you who you are now, and explains your behavior. The way my mom behaves, the way Neda behaves, the way Tanya behaves, the way Anita behaves. If you were a baby and you were neglected, and the only you maybe pooped and you weren't wearing a diaper, you dirtied the carpet, your mom's frustrated and angry, your brain registers as that as love because that's the only attention you're getting when you're frustrating your mom and your siblings because they have to clean up the mess you made on the carpet. And you go on your whole life, and that's what you do, is frustrate your loved ones. This statement Sam told me after my sister had passed, we're not your loved ones, Zeke. And then so he's the one who initiated this gangbang against me. Started with Albert, which was bullying me when I was a kid. His the other aspect. I was bullied as a kid. I was bullied, okay? So I'm not saying this to play victim. I'm not in none of this I'm telling you. They called me attention whore, playing victim. I lived through this to experience it and to report it. I feel that's my function. So Neda, you experience love and the pain you cause your loved ones. And Tanya, what your brother did to you when you were a baby, and he's doing it to you now, and you're loyal to him because that's home to you. And religion mixed into it the way it is spiritual abuse, what you were having back then. We recreate our childhood trauma because it needs to be dealt with. And we're all children of, parents who, with descendants of genocide and Holocaust. The trauma that just it's there, and it's crying for help. It's crying for the stuff we push down, don't look at. It wants to get our attention. It needs to be looked at, not charged or accused, used for blaming. It needs to be brought to life. What Anita, you doing? You saw your mom being abused by my mom, your Anahid. You always send us those emojis with the heart with a bandage around it. So you wounded. You saw your mom being abused, and your way of dealing with it is taking it out on me because you have power. The power you saw being used on your mom, you taking it, you doing that same thing on me. That's how you dealing with your pain. Right, Anita? And you seeing how what Neda is, so you exploiting that. You're exploiting the way mom is, what she was doing to your mom against me, Anita. Because that's what you experience as a As from a baby, you watch your mom being abused by my mom, by her own mom. You watched Alice being abused, and you modeled after that, and you exploiting that, her abuse of your mom, on me to your gain, because that's how you deal with what happened. That's your family of origin. That's your personality. It molded you. I know what it is because I've lived it with you. You have got a different aspect of it, but it's the same thing. Tanya, Neda, Anita, and my mom, and your conversations with each other. When mom tells you, Anita, and you, Neda, all only Zeke doesn't have anybody. Only one he has is Peter. And so you have video of mom coming to the restaurant and publicly humiliating me in front of Peter to discourage me. Her hatred of Peter, and you having Neda come to Peter's house and then exploit her power to trigger me to call 911 and lie and tell them Peter wasn't here. Why is it you don't tell them he threw water? Right? You say Peter threw water. Zeke threw water in your face. You don't say that. You say Peter isn't there, so they come without a warrant and poke at the sword what I was getting, what Justine was doing. So that's Justine. I have actually the video of therapy session with Justine that we had. Her mom kicked Justine out because she wouldn't get an abortion because she got pregnant when she reached puberty. The first sexual experience, she got pregnant, she was kicked out, and she had to learn to survive. And this is what she learned to do. We have that feature, that similar childhood traumas, ancestral traumas, birth traumas that are influencing our behavior. And we're all together in this situation, reliving our childhood trauma. And my way of dealing with it is to bring it to light. Because when you bring to light that which normally people hide because of its atrocity, the true motivations, the true intentions behind what each one of us individually is doing, that manipulation loses its power. You look at what someone is saying to you, listen to it, listen to the real intention behind of it, and you bring it to light in a way that isn't accusatory. You want to meet that need. I want to meet the need you have, Anita, Neda, Tanya, and Mom. You want love, you want control, you want validation. And that's how you've all learned to do it. By claiming that you've been abused, you have crisis, catastrophizing. Well, mom does catastrophizing. She's histrionic. By angering people, it makes you feel provoking anger and reporting 911. So you know that Anita, you're exploiting that need in mom and Tanya and Neda because they give you power. Then you can get mom's inheritance and get me out of the way. Somehow in your mind that you justify because of it makes up for the injustice you got for your mom dying because she was getting abuse from Anahid.